Keeping you in the know, What's going on, family? This your brother RLB, Real Adele, with another You Know video. And in today's video, I want to talk about something that's been going on, ever since the ADOS movement, Foundational American movement, been going on as far as black folks in America, descendants of slaves, defining ourselves as one group. Because in the past, just because someone was black, they'll be lumped in the group with the blacks that was already here, as far as the working class blacks that were the slave class, shall I say. And the thing I have to say about that, it's kind of crazy how when us as ADOS, Foundational Americans, start to identify ourselves as a group, it's a problem. But it's not a problem when other groups, immigrant groups, come over here and they rep their flag, they rock their flag to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, I'm this American, I'm that American. But the minute when us Foundational Americans, the people that was brought over here as the labor force as America, which was free of charge, we never got compensated for that. But that's a whole nother story. When we decide to identify ourselves as one group, everybody say, oh, y'all being divisive. Oh no, y'all being this way. And the reason behind that is because a lot of immigrant groups come over here eating off the work that our people didn't put in. See, if you look at statistics, look at the stats, check the stats. Back in 1960, and even before then, damn near 90% of America was white. And other than a white class, you had blacks, and then you probably had a little mix of everybody else. But it wasn't until black folks took a stand and started marching in the streets. I'm talking about, when I say black folks, I'm talking about descendants of slaves, my people. When we started marching in the street for equality, saying that treat people we want to be treated equally on an even playing field. It went until our people started saying that, to open up the doors for everybody else. I believe Harriet Tubman, one of the presidents, Truman, said how he really felt about immigrants coming over here. But black folks said, no, fuck that. We all black. These are people from Africa, whether they from Africa, whether they from the Caribbean, whether they from this island, that island. If they look like us, you know what I'm saying, we're going to consider us black. See, us as black Americans, we think like that. But unfortunately, you got a lot of black folks that come over here and don't identify as us. Hell, in my life, I didn't met Dominican brothers, Puerto Rican brothers, that feel shame. Like when you tell them, oh, I'm black, they feel shame about that. You get what I'm saying, family? But you know different than me. You just got dropped off on a different part of the world. But now that black folks in America are defining themselves as one specific group, it's a problem. Come on, family. We need to wake up and understand that we all are not the same. America allowed these certain immigrant groups to come over here and leech off what we fought for, what we built. You know what I'm saying, family? They allowed them to come over here. Now you see, with this whole immigration policy and all this other stuff that they pushing, you hear politicians nowadays talk more about immigration than they talk about what's going on in our own country. As far as the racial discrimination, the wealth gap, the wealth disparity that's very unbalanced. Like white people up here, black people down here. We down here. And then when us black folks start talking about reparations, oh no, that's not gonna happen. Why is it not gonna happen? Hell, tax dollars out of our money go to Holocaust victims. And most of the Holocaust victims are dead. But no, we're gonna give it to their grandchildren. They're still giving them money. You get what I'm saying, family? Even when the Japanese was coming over here working as miners during the World War, after the bombing, when America bombed, I believe Hiroshima. You know, America bombed Hiroshima. Okay, at first it was they attacked Pearl Harbor, and then America retaliated by bombing Hiroshima, and then started bringing Japanese people and putting them in entrapment camps and making them work as miners to build railroads and all this other stuff, find gold and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Those people get reparations. Well, they receive reparations. But the black folks that built this country, what did they get? Nothing. Everything that black folks in America ever got, we had to fight for. We had to scream for. So it's unfair for other immigrants to come over here and eat off what we build, but they never fought. They didn't fight in any of these wars. Black Americans, ADOS, have fought in every single war ever since this country has been established. But we never get credit. We never get the benefits for that. Hell, back in World War II, when they was giving out a lot of these housing grants and whatnot, black soldiers weren't allowed to get that. Our people was in the same war with the white man, fighting right side by side. But when these brothers came home, they weren't able to get that type of treatment. They weren't even able to get the grants to build the economic base. See, you got to understand, by them giving them housing loans, business loans, and all that, you are able to build residual wealth that you're going to be able to pass down to future generations. We were locked out of that as a people. But we were the same people fighting side by side. You get what I'm saying, family? So as black folk, we need to hold a lot of these politicians accountable. 2020 election is going to be a big election coming up. We don't have to vote for people just because. I see a lot of politicians trying so hard. She's Spanish. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She just did a speech in front of a lot of black folks. And I noticed in that speech, she took a page out of the Obama book. And what I mean by the Obama book, the book of Obama, she kind of twanged her voice up. Hey, y'all. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being a maid. Ain't nothing wrong with being this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Talking all, trying to, they think we stupid, family. She want to twang her voice up just to be like, okay, yeah, this is what niggas like. But when she around them other constituents, she talk normal. See, they think we slow, man. The Democratic Party so used to black people just voting for them off symbolic gestures and whatnot that they can come around us with the clown act and we just fall for, oh, she black, she cool, she invited to the barbecue. You get what I'm saying, family? We need to get off of that, man. We got to understand when a motherfucker trying to pimp us. They trying to pimp this vote, man. They trying to, because, a lot of the older generation, the baby boomers and whatnot, they already set in their ways. So who you think they are trying to market this bullshit to? My age group, the millennials and younger. When they come out here talking about I listen to Cardi B, I like hot sauce on my chicken, that type of bullshit, what Hillary Clinton said back in 2016, they try hard, family. See, we got to understand, man, the weapons that we dealing with. But us as Black Americans, now that we are setting a foundation of who we are, it's a problem. People saying we divisive. When you have other immigrant groups come over here and don't fuck with us at all. Only time they'll fuck with us is when it's beneficial to them as a group, family. We need to understand when we getting used and abused. Now it's time for us, as Black ADOS, Foundational Americans, Black First people, to start holding these people accountable. So you want to be around us, shit, we're going to make you put in some work for us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. You know what I'm saying? They want to eat off us. That's all I'm saying, family. We need to stop letting these people use and abuse us. And don't get me wrong. I ain't saying all our immigrant brothers and sisters is bad. Because you know, it's immigrant brothers and sisters that come over here from other countries and they get it. But for the most part, they don't give a fuck about us, man. They look down on us. They talk shit about us. Simple as that. The people that built this country from the ground up. Free of charge. Free of charge. But I ain't gonna be too long, family. That's all I really wanted to say. But with that said, stay cool, stay blessed, stay black.